We know that the Washington Redskins are in the market for young passers in the 2019 NFL Draft. Jay Gruden has said as such, and the team has already started doing their due diligence with the draft's top quarterbacks. Last week, it was reported that the Redskins were hosting Missouri quarterback Drew Lock on a visit, and before that, interest in Ohio State's Dwayne Haskins was reported as well. Now, per J.P. Finlay of NBC Sports Mid-Atlantic, the Redskins are planning to host Duke quarterback Daniel Jones next week. It's important not to make too much out of any draft visit Washington facilitates this time of year. There are many options at pick number 15, and while the Redskins could ultimately trade up, they're nowhere near decision-making time yet. All their options are still open, and at this point, they're gathering information. Redskins Director of Player Personnel Doug Williams was at Jones' bowl game earlier this year, when Jones threw for 5 touchdowns and 2 interceptions against the Temple Owls. Want your voice heard? Join the Rigos Rag team. Write for us. There's a lot to gain, in terms of information, from having a meeting with Duke quarterback Daniel Jones. The 3-year starter with the Blue Devils was famously coached by David Cutcliffe in college, and scouts rave about his intangibles and toughness. That said, those intangibles are harder to see on tape. Jones often works out of the quick game, and doesn't show consistent progression work. His upside is questionable, and whether he's worth consideration in round 1, for Washington's front office and staff, depends on how well he performs on the coming visit. Next, Redskins' 5 most realistic first-round picks. Some regard Jones as one of the most pro-ready quarterbacks in the 2019 NFL Draft, although others are concerned with the prospect of settling for an average quarterback with high-priced draft capital. Ultimately, Jones has less than a month to prove to teams that he's worth the investment. And for Washington, their most important junction on that road arrives next week.